guys, and to today's video, which is just going to be my favourite apps for school. This video was super requested, I don't really know why, but it was after I did my What's on my iPad video, so I thought I'd just do this video to help you out. I will also link my What's on my iPad video below if you'd like to see all of the apps on my iPad, because this video will just be the apps that I have for school. So yeah, let's get started. So personally, I have a dedicated folder for all of my school apps, and so they're all here and here. So the first app that I have is called 30/30, and it basically just gives you 30 minutes to do a task, and then it will make you do another task for another 30 minutes. It lets you label all your tasks, and so I can double tap to edit this one. So for example, if I say my first task is maths, I obviously type in maths, press done, and it will let me do it for 30 minutes, and so it will count down and then give me a reminder when I've done 30 minutes. This app just really improves my productivity levels, because normally when I think, oh my goodness, I've got 3 hours of homework to do, I don't really do it, and so if I only have half an hour of one subject, I realise that I can actually get through it. The second app that I have is called Study Blue, and personally I don't really use this because you have to have your whole class on it. Then the apps next to this, which is My W Days and Bamboo Paper, are both writing apps. The next app that I have is called Planner Plus, which, as you might have guessed, is a planner, and so you can put down your homework or your different classes or what you're doing after school or anything like that to make sure that you manage your time well. Then I have this calculator app, which I literally recommend to everyone. It's insane. It's a touchscreen calculator app, but it doesn't just do times tables or stuff like that. It does really complex functions as well. So if I wanted to do, that was not a good square root sign, the square root of sine 5, it will give you the answer, and I just think that's the coolest thing ever. I also then have an app called Readability, which I haven't actually used yet. Then I have WordPress, which I don't actually use that much, and then I have iBooks, which is personally one of my favourite apps on the whole of my iPad. So personally at the moment I have loads of fan fiction and books like that, but you can actually add loads of books which are educational books, which if you don't want to bring your textbook or anything like that, you can just buy a book on here and use it on here. I also think it's really helpful because you can highlight words as I've done, and you can put them in loads of different colours, so if you find anything really important in this book, then you can just highlight it, so when you're going through you realise that that's one bit that you really need to look at. You can also define words as well as note words, so I'm guessing that's good as well. Then I have an app called Study. It gives you an end goal in your homework, which is really helpful when you're doing really boring stuff. Then I have Write Room, which is another writing app, and then I have Pocket Light, which is another calendar app, and then Journal, which is a writing app, and then Pages, which is basically like Microsoft Word. This app is especially useful if you have a MacBook or another Apple device, because you can sync between each of the devices. So for example, this essay I wrote on my MacBook yesterday, but it's now on my iPad if I want to amend it during school, when I'm on the bus or something like that. It's also great for backing up documents, so for example if my MacBook broke again, then I would at least have the documents on somewhere. It actually cost me about £5, but I don't know whether it costs any money anymore, but if it still does, then you definitely should still buy it because it's a great word processing app. Then I'll group music and 8-tracks together because they're both music apps obviously, and 8-tracks, if you haven't heard of it, basically gives you loads and loads of playlists. So for example, I love listening to really calm music when I'm studying, and so it says play me some, and I say chill and study, and it gives me loads and loads and loads of playlists that I can listen to whilst I study. It will also let you discover loads of new music, which is something I really like to do. Then I have a brand new app called Diction, and basically I looked it up and it allows you to speak out your notes. And so for example, if your notes are really messy or they're someone else's notes, then you can just speak them and then they'll type them all out for you. I just think that's so good because I'm so lazy and can't be bothered to write up all of my notes. So it says tap and dictate, so I'll tap it. Hello, my name is Catherine and I'm filming a YouTube video. Hello, my name is Catherine and I'm filming, it says 8 YouTube video, but it's nearly right and I just think that's great. Then the last 2 apps I have are no textbooks, and then the last app that I have is called the Homework app, and obviously, as you can tell by the name, you just put your homework in. It tells you how many pieces of homework you have, how much percentage completed, how many due today, this week, and other things like that. I just think this app is really helpful if you normally forget to do your homework, because it's in a bit of paper in your homework diary on your floor, because at least on your iPad you can see it and it's there. So yeah, they were my apps for school on my iPad. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a like up, maybe even comment below, or even subscribe, which would make me really, really happy. So I hope this video helped, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye, I love you.